Yes, people, I am with two of the brightest actors in Miskin Theatre, and I'm not even joking. I've worked with them. They stood out to me like mad, and I'm very lucky to work with them. I am with Seville, who plays Katie in Dear Katie.
Hi.
And I'm with Alfie, who plays Connor in Dear Katie as well.
Hi.
So you two are siblings in the film.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the film, not in real
Not,
life.
not in real life, but hey ho. So talk to me about it, because we came to your room one day.
Yeah.
We spoke to your
Oh,
director,
God.
who's also our director, Blake, and we literally said, we need actors. He said, cool, got some. And we came into your room. It was very fortunate he's an acting
Yeah.
teacher as well,
I'm
so
sure.
we're very lucky. Yeah, because I would have never come to anyone else's room, tell you that much. And he says, yeah, got a couple.
Yeah, it was so spontaneous. Like
Yeah.
one
It
day.
was, because even I got an email saying, can you come in? I was like, oh, fuck. Oh.
What have I done?
Cool. Went in, put my phone in your face for a good
Oh.
half an hour, you doing your little weird drills.
Yep.
Like, you walked around like robots for 10 minutes.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You had to do your laces.
Yeah.
Talk to me, what were you
do our
thinking?
laces.
Like,
Right.
there was one person that just took forever to do their laces, and I was just like,
I think that was me.
was it you?
I think it was me.
And I was just like, come on, man.
No, I think
You
it
gotta
was,
do your laces.
it was me and Alex, I think.
Yeah, and I was shocked, but yeah, it was an experience. That room was very hot. I was dripping in sweat, and I was nervous as hell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sweaty room.
You must have been worse.
Oh.
Talk to me and how you felt doing that.
Well, it was really out of the blue.
Yeah.
But we were learning about like how to present ourselves in an audition at that point anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a really good
Yeah.
experience.
I was quite shocked. I was quite shocked how close it came to when Blake actually did we did a workshop that day, the day before, about presenting ourselves,
Yeah.
posture, how you work in a casting call. Which I
Exactly.
think our week was casting that week.
Was
we were
that is
doing.
that your ever like the first time you've ever auditioned for anything?
audition?
Not-
not audition.
Not audition for anything,
No.
but the
Being-
first time that
I was
an
in a
audition has
yeah.
just sprung on me and I've
Yeah.
had no idea.
It was definitely my first time being in a casting for a select role. For a select role casting was my first time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie. When I got told when I heard what you had to do, I was just like, that's very vague. And I was,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said to Blake, I was like, is there not more you're gonna tell him? He's like, no.
It usually is like
Yeah.
So it's vague.
They
It's usually
don't-
that.
vague.
Yeah.
Usually with castings, because they don't want to give too much away
No.
about the actual
Yeah.
production.
Yeah.
So you just kind of, like, if you have to apply for a role,
Yeah.
it might just say, we're seeking
do you
a...
know what the worst thing was?
What?
We didn't even fully write the script till then. Like
No.
when you were getting
Fair enough.
when
Fair
you were
enough.
getting auditioned, the script wasn't actually fully completed. I think while doing production, we were doing scenes that we had done, and when we weren't filming, so like Thursdays,
Yeah.
we were
Yeah.
Cracking
still,
on.
We were still cracking
Working.
on, tweaking anything, and yeah, it was a hard production. I'm not gonna lie, because I've done previous work,
Yeah.
and you've probably
Yeah.
done previous work on productions.
Yeah.
It was a very difficult thing because we didn't start off on the right foot,
No.
and that was my biggest fear. Because
Because the rain.
the rain was
Oh.
one bit, maybe because not everyone has the experience that you two guys have and I have, and
Yeah.
maybe various other people in the production company.
Mm.
But getting used, we didn't have a lot of time with the equipment.
Oh,
We
yeah.
had like
Oh,
half an hour with the
yeah.
equipment
Getting used
on
to
a
it.
random day, and then we had to just literally get used to it while on the job. So there was various recordings that didn't work, or there was various audio recordings that were
Yeah.
too
Yeah.
long or too nothing. You know what I mean? So it was a hard thing. So that was my biggest fear, because I wanted to also make friends with you, because we were going to be there for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's important to have that.
Yeah,
to
definitely.
so I think, especially on the
comfortable.
first day, I was just everywhere near you guys. Like, I was bugging you, and then people would tell me like, "Bro, stop bugging them." I was like, "They're my actors. I need
No,
to bug
yeah,
them." You know
you're
what I
doing
mean?
the
Like,
right thing.
You were.
I can't not leave them by themselves.
Exactly.
Because don't
Definitely.
forget, I'm used to these people behind me and people like in my production company. You're not. So you.
Yeah.
And I didn't know you knew anyone in the production company in the first place. I think
Yeah.
Alfie, you might know one person.
Yeah.
Alfie does.
Yeah.
But for you didn't know anyone. Seville
No.
didn't know anyone. And I didn't know Alfie knew anyone till like very recently. So I didn't want to leave you by yourself, because ultimately it was like a gang of 10, 11, and it was just 2 actors
Yeah.
that literally barely know anything about the production, don't know anyone here. We haven't had the time to talk to you properly. The only time we've actually seen you in person is the audition.
But
Even
you were
I
really
was
good
scared.
at that though.
No, the
Like-
audition was good.
Yeah, you were really good at just like making sure that we're all right.
Mm.
Like we were even saying like Mikaal's really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, when we were sitting
Started
down.
to doing it because we had a lot of time that day where we weren't doing actually anything because of various other things that we could not
Yeah.
control and stuff that we just couldn't
Yeah.
control, that we didn't do. So I think it was also me just passing time and not being bored and sitting down all sad and
Yeah, just about getting through it.
Yeah.
And overall, I think the rain like made the cut.
Yeah.
Like it adds to the whole atmosphere.
I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw it was raining, I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna be easy, you know, it'll look nice. Because I was talking to Billy and I was like, mate, I'm gonna puncture a hole in a load of bottles and just hold it over the camera, like above the camera, so it looks like it's raining.
I was
And
like,
he
it's
said,
raining.
"You're an idiot. You're
Been
an
quite
idiot."
technical that
Yeah.
week.
Because I was just trying to make it look as good as possible. I had an idea in my head.
Yeah, vision.
Yeah. So okay, cool. You're on set. We're on set now. It's pouring. Like I mean, pouring down in rain.
I was
We're
so cold.
Oh,
Soggy.
my.
Do you know I was bedridden for 3 days?
Were
You was
you?
what?
I was stuck in bed for 3 days
Were you?
Why?
because I was that ill
From the cold.
from the cold.
Wow. Wow.
I was that ill from the cold.
Oh,
Because obviously
no.
I was trying to give you my jacket. I was trying to give everyone my jacket. You know, 'cause
Yeah.
my jacket was quite big.
But it was kind of like a test for us.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
how disciplined of an actor have we been trained in this past couple of months?
Yeah.
We've been at
I think in
Miskin
the
to
first
power
half,
through.
first half an hour, I said I don't ever want to do this ever again in my life. I don't ever want to be a director. And Blake spoke to me recently about like, how did you feel about it? And I was like, I said I gave up within the first half an hour, and that whole day was just me trying to push through because I had to actually push through.
Yeah.
It wasn't passion anymore. It was physically
Aw.
just doing it.
Oh.
I was so angry that day. Like, I had such a when I got home, I couldn't even get the bus home.
No.
Why?
Because when we left peak rush hour, so all the actors were leaving,
Yeah.
so I couldn't get on the bus.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, I'm
We
not
took
waiting.
it up.
Yeah.
I'm not waiting 30 minutes for another bus. Because that time the bus schedule was very inconsistent.
Yeah.
Because not everyone's leaving at 5:30,
Exactly.
6 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I was like, I ain't getting no bus. So I booked a cab. Couldn't get a cab. No one was coming. So I was still at school for 40 minutes after
That's
everyone left.
No.
Then got in it. I fell asleep in a cab.
Oh,
Like, I
no.
fell asleep in the cab. I was like, yep. And the cab driver had to wake me up, like, fully make
Come
me
on,
get
man,
out.
just stop.
Get out. I had to go. And then, yeah, I was stuck in bed for 3 days after that. Didn't turn up to any other lesson. When I did turn up, I had like tissues in my face. I had a hood on. I had masks on. I was gone.
But you got through it.
I did get
Yeah.
through it, but
Yeah.
I wish I didn't. So I wish I just gave up and went home in the first half an hour. But
No, but the end product's gonna make it.
oh
worth it.
no,
Yeah.
yeah, 100%. So yeah, you were cold. I was definitely cold.
I
we
was
were
freezing.
freezing. We were freezing.
Freezing.
When the problems start coming and we faced all these problems and there was times where we were doing absolutely nothing, what was your thought process? Because I know you must have thought, these guys are unprofessional as hell. Like, what the hell's going on?
I kind of saw it as I've got to appreciate the fact that we're all learning.
Yeah.
It's not a case
You
of
said that to me in an email once.
Yeah.
It's-
I was like, I really appreciate that, you know.
yeah, it's not a case of like you've got to present yourself in this kind of way. Like we completely understand that we're both learning on this job
Yeah.
together. So whatever time you guys need
Yeah.
and whatever time we can bring,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
we'll sort it out.
Yeah.
It was
We'll get
definitely
through
it
it.
was definitely something that it was a hard day though, innit?
Yeah.
It was
Hard
a very hard
day.
day.
I think
But
for me, sorry.
lessons learned.
Lessons definitely were learned, but I think it was the same with us with the acting. I think it was more like it wasn't unprofessional, it was inexperience that I
Yeah.
think was, because for us we
Definitely.
couldn't get our lines right at the start. So it's not the fact that we were unprofessional, it's the fact that like it takes time.
It does
Things
take
just
time.
they just take time in these sort of things.
Like we make mistakes too.
Yeah.
And we're used to that a lot.
We are.
There's always things that don't go to plan
No.
like, in our company. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Alright, we've wrapped the first day. What are you thinking? On your way home, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking, well, because I went home before, I went off back to company before Seville, so Seville obviously filmed more that day.
Yeah.
But when I was walking back, I had people asking me how it was, and I said it was hard, but I really enjoyed the first day. And
Really?
I did really enjoy it.
Why?
Because I love to act. It's just it's our thing. Like, we missed the whole day. Oh, I did miss the whole day because I got back and started reading The Crucible, so it was fine.
yeah.
Yeah, but we were doing this, and I really enjoyed working in front of a camera. And I thought, well, if we can just get a little better the next time, a little better, it will turn out good. So it starts off.
Did you see that progress?
Yeah.
During
Yeah.
that
100%.
Did you see? What did you see? Because I know what I saw, but what did you see?
In your progress.
From everyone's progress.
Yeah. Everyone's
from
progress.
an actor's point of view, you see, because the camera doesn't see what's behind the camera. They don't see the 10, 11 people that are just chilling behind the camera, staring at you, noting down every sentence.
Yeah.
Watching, maybe even telling you pause. Because there was definitely times, maybe in the kitchen scene the most, where there was a lot of, oh, you needed to pause at this point.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of times where you're going pause,
Yeah, I think
and then
we noticed you guys becoming more autonomous.
Yes.
Knowing what
Explain
you're
that
doing.
for the viewers that are very dumb like me.
Like, we noticed you're becoming very more independent.
Okay, yeah.
Knowing exactly what you're doing each,
Yeah.
and then taking on what you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you definitely saw progress. You definitely saw a lot.
Definitely.
Any professionalism? Like you see a lot of.
Yeah.
Yes.
See a lot of
There is
Yes,
professionalism.
100%.
Yeah.
I think I think from the professionalism got better and better, but I think when we got to the last couple of days of filming, I think we definitely got professionalism in the way. I think you stepped up big time. Definitely.
Me?
I think you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
okay, yeah.
you definitely stepped up. I think you all stepped up. I think you
Stroke my ego.
because you were directing, so obviously you had the hardest job of getting everyone ready. So I think when you finally understood what you were trying to do and your vision, it was easy for you to do
Yeah.
it.
I just noticed something. I could never be an actor director. You know. You ever seen them credits where on the credits it's directed by
Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth, starring Chris Hemsworth. Like,
Yeah.
fuck, Jesus, how many times
You
did
do have a really director vibe about
Yeah.
you. Even when you auditioned us, I assumed that you were the director.
It's just because I shoved my phone in your face.
I was like, okay, I think that's the director.
Take the iPhone 11, just bam.
I was the first one who got the phone shoved in the face as well.
I
so,
know.
oh.
I know, it was funny. It was joke because in my head I was just like, God, I wonder what they're thinking.
It was like, hello, my name is Seville Kagan.
And
I'm
you're doing
16.
you're doing like weird,
And
fancy.
I
Yeah.
don't
hand
do
signals.
maths on.
I don't do
or
maths and
English
English
on a Friday.
I didn't even say my age in my one because you asked the questions.
You were first.
So I didn't even get asked questions. He was like, right, say this, now this, bye. But like Blake stopped you, so I didn't even get to say my age.
Yeah. it
So
was
I went up to you,
So
I was like,
I said name. Said Alfie Harris. And I was like age. They know the questions.
Yeah, they know.
I was like, sorry, sir, sorry.
Yeah, so you asked the different. and you
Sorry,
went
Dad,
off.
sorry, don't hurt me.
Such a Blake thing.
It
I
was
did it.
such a Blake thing.
And I was, yeah, it was something. It was jokes. It was
Yeah,
funny. I'm not gonna.
it was
lie.
funny.
And watching the auditions were funny as well. I'm not gonna lie. Not because any
Do you
of them
still
were
have
bad.
do you still have the takes?
I think they're on my phone,
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
but they're definitely on a computer somewhere. I'll tell you
Yeah.
that much because you have to connect to it. There's a lot of that went on the computer. But yeah, it was
Yeah.
funny.
Mm.
It was jokes. Like we have your headshots somewhere.
Uh.
I think I left your headshots in that room for like 4 weeks,
Yeah.
and I got
Just
told
that.
off for it. They said, "Why is there just loads of pictures of Seville, Alfie, and all level 3 acting?" I was like, "Sorry, sorry." Okay, cool. So we're midway through the whole process. Okay, let's start at the lecture theatre. Because that's where you had
Oh.
more than 2 actors. That's when we had more than
Yeah.
2 actors. That whole day was a very long day. Because Alfie,
Yeah.
you came lated, right? You
So-
came at like 1.
I came
Yeah.
in. I was in for the first half of the day with my company,
Yeah.
and then I went on to lunch. But we had a really long session, so I got about 15 minutes worth of lunch. Then I went straight to you guys. I had to get changed and everything. So then I walked in. I just see this massive group of actors and Seville in this one little booth. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, because I wasn't the director that day.
No.
Well, for half of it I wasn't. And I got told to bring all the actors, and I'm like, I don't want to talk to them. Like, I put my head through the door and literally automatically turned to look at me. I'm like, turn back, bro. Come on, don't do that. So I was very nervous because 15 actors is a lot of actors.
Yeah.
Plus you two, which I've just started to get a bond with in terms of working together. So we've got a bit of chemistry in the workplace.
I think that morning I was doing some like makeup scenes or something.
I'm so sorry. I hated that whole scene. Not because the acting was bad or nothing. It was just such a. It was just a. Oh, because
that's fair enough. Fair enough.
Because we're doing so many takes with that one thing. It was just different angles, and I was just seeing the same thing all over. And I was telling the director, like, "Do you not think we've just got enough scenes now? Do you not have not got enough takes?" And he's like, "I don't know." I'm like,
"Yeah,
we'll get to know. Come on, man."
Yeah.
And then it was the lecture theatre
bit.
I really enjoyed that.
I loved that bit.
I did really enjoy that, and having like all the level 2s as well.
Oh yeah, because I love the level 2s.
I remember Paul, another director.
Mate.
Paul's amazing.
I didn't want to tell him this because my ego wouldn't let me, but he'll probably hear this one day. I really appreciate everything he did. Just having
absolutely.
him there.
He is the main.
Because I'm
He
not gonna
knows
lie,
so
because
much.
obviously I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't the director for the first half of the day. So I wasn't in director mode, so I wasn't thinking about what I should be doing. I was just thinking about, okay, are the batteries charged? Is the Zoom working? Is everything plugged in? Does the actors need anything? Are they okay?
Yeah.
That was like my 5-6 things.
Paul is so good.
Paul is amazing.
And he even gave me tips as well.
He went up to me
because he's an actor, you know.
Yeah, he's an actor.
he gets paid.
He's
He
still
gets
working.
money.
One of our directors.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You're lucky. I wish you was a teacher. I wish he taught me.
He was like,
I'll be Steven Spielberg right now. if it's for him, I'll be Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, he was like, don't, if you're not in the cut, like, don't waste the emotion.
Yeah.
Like, keep it. Otherwise, you'll drain all your energy.
Yeah.
And like that's very stuck with me actually.
Yeah, because I remember when I came in, I was on my own because I was in my side and you were on the other side thing. So Paul at one point even came up to me and we just went through lines together, like the thing.
Yeah.
He started helping me with my lines. And I just thought it was really helpful, and he actually really helped me with that scene because it got done quicker than I expected to get done.
That's
Yeah, because
good.
a lot of the scene you're not actually in. Well, for a lot of the time we were filming, you weren't visible.
No.
Because we were.
Yeah.
We were also trying to show that. We were trying to show that the courtroom's full.
Yeah.
The courtroom's full. Katie is hurt. Because ultimately, what we were trying to go with is you're doing your makeup, but we don't know what for. But you see, when you kind of get to the courtroom, you see, oh, you're in the same outfit you were in the funeral. Something's bad, and then you hear, "Good morning, all." Blah blah blah. We're here for the sentencing of Connor Mitchell. Da 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 da. We're trying to mask all of that, and then hit you for the certain points in the audio.
Yeah.
Because there's certain points where Connor is just a one person that needs to be there.
Yeah.
And then all the subtle things where he needs to look in that upwards where you were into the back stand. He needs to look at the mid stand because the parents are there. And he needs to, when you walk away, he needs to pretend to go up.
Yeah.
Like, try to get up and try to stop you from leaving. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like sorting out the timings, making sure he's like on those right cues. It seemed like a lot you guys had to manage, and I learnt like loads just from watching you all.
Well, I mean, at the start it was a hectic like time. Before I'm not sure if Alfie was there, but when we were just getting shots, were you there when someone got kicked out?
Yeah.
Okay, you were there, but so you saw how hectic it could be.
I
no
saw.
one really knew what was going on.
Yeah.
And then being literally pushed into, okay, someone else is the director now. Let's get started.
Yeah.
How did that feel for you? Because obviously you're adjusting to one director now. Now you're going to another director.
It was kind of like, it wasn't. I didn't find it hard to adjust.
'Cause you're good at it.
It's more about. I more of a learnt that if someone's not doing their job right, then in an industry environment, they're gonna be sacked.
Was there any times you were a bit annoyed during the whole production? At me, at Any other production company?
No.
There was not one time.
I was annoyed with myself sometimes.
Why?
If I like messed up a line or if I didn't like do something and it didn't feel right.
Yeah.
More of about myself. Yeah.
I wasn't annoyed per se. I'd say I was annoyed. I thought that definitely the first day there was definitely things I was thinking about, but I wasn't annoyed. I don't know how to describe it, but like you could tell I wasn't annoyed because everyone's still learning. So you obviously
So you definitely had the mindset where let's allow these people to grow as well.
Yeah.
As
definitely.
I'm growing as well.
Yeah.
It
Do
wouldn't
you know
be
what?
right.
You're a better human than me.
It wouldn't be
Tell you
right
that.
if we came on set and was like,
Divas.
you know, if we was like judging everything you were doing.
I was.
We have to have an understanding.
we have to.
I was judging everyone. Sorry. I say to say I was like.
That's why you're director.
I was-
Director has to judge.
I was so upset. I sat in Billy's room like on the verge of just breaking the whole room. I was like, why is this not happening? But
yeah, directors
we
judge.
got it done.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed the lecture theatre day. I really enjoyed. There was a lot of scenes where there was a lot of shots where I was just like, wow, we've made the lecture theatre just look full.
You did.
And in the edit, hopefully, if they adjust it, it will look like that. And once you see it on the big screen, which I'm very excited for, I've got a whole plan for that as well.
I'm so curious.
I've got a whole playlist. I'm not even going to tell you the playlist, but I've got a whole playlist ready for it. It's just know it's a bit fruity, as it should be.
Right.
Okay.
So, and it's going to be Bubbles, hopefully.
Bubble. Oh, because lovely.
Lovely Jubbly is the production
Lovely
name,
Jubbly.
and there's a
Bubbly?
clouds, love hearts and stuff. So
Yeah.
hopefully we get our hoodies in time, and yours rock us. I'll even get you a couple of hoodies.
Amazing.
Get you one.
I love a hoodie.
Oh.
I love a hoodie. I love a hoodie, but I also love a t-shirt.
Oh yeah.
But I like
Yeah.
a long sleeve t-shirt because I feel like if I don't cream my
I mean,
elbows,
when you're in acting for 5 hours,
Oh,
you
you're
don't
long-
want a long
no.
t-shirt because you
No.
get so sweaty all the time.
And then it burnt.
that room's hot. Like I said, the room is a oven.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
So we've wrapped now. Yeah, we've done the film. It's about a month past from finishing the film.
Yeah.
You're in your new project. You're busy as hell. We managed to get you one. The premiere is in 13, 14 days. So about 2-3
Yeah.
weeks.
It's on my mum's birthday.
Oh,
it?
well, happy birthday to your mum in advance. I'll give a little speech.
Little
Priorities.
shout out.
I'll just start
Priorities.
singing. Everyone might leave, but
Yeah.
as long as your mum gets to see, that's fine. So, are you excited?
Yes.
Because I know,
yes.
I know your reaction. I've seen your reaction to the posters. I don't know about the production company logo. I haven't. Have you seen it?
The lovely Jubbly one.
The lovely
yeah,
Jubbly,
Yeah.
the
I've
cloud,
seen that.
the little art.
It really represents
Us.
the company
Yeah.
vibe, yeah.
Great. Are you like? Because obviously it's everywhere around campus.
Yeah.
We've done a good job trying to push it everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, we've gained 650 followers.
Yeah.
500 in 4 hours. Legal or illegal, don't know. No, but honestly, we did work to the bone. Because I
Yeah.
think there was a point where I was chasing people. Can you just follow? Can you follow? Can you follow? Can you
Yeah.
follow?
Yeah.
Can you follow? I was running around. I think there was a point where I think I did like 20,000 steps that day.
Oh, goodness.
And I
Wow.
was running around.
I think also because we didn't film in chronological order,
No.
we don't really know
How it's going to look.
how it's set out, like
Yep.
which bit goes before which bit. I mean, we could figure it out if we sat down and wrote
Yeah.
it all out. So it's going to be really interesting
really
to see how
is.
it all
It
comes
was
together.
in the script, it was. So you can kind of base it off the script.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously, once you're filming it, like I said, the script wasn't completed until the lecture theatre day, so like the 5th, 6th day. So we didn't physically have a chronological order when. Well, you didn't have it. We knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And our PowerPoints and all of that said the way it's going to be and all of that stuff. But yeah, you can kind of base it off the script, but obviously, yeah, it's hard. So you're really looking forward to seeing this on the screen.
Yes. Yes.
I'm just so curious.
Are you going to be nervous because everyone's just looking at your faces? Because there's a lot of
Yeah.
shots where it's just like one individual face or like just two massive heads on the screen.
Well,
Because that's what it's going to be in
we
it.
have
Two
to
big
be
heads.
used to it.
Yeah.
Though. We have to get used to this, and we have been doing a lot of
Yeah.
self-tape stuff.
I think it was yesterday we did some camera work.
Yeah.
And my first initial reaction was, "That's my face." And I just didn't like it. But I watched the second time.
That's what I said when I
It's
was
good.
on the Instagram.
But
My face is everyone on Instagram,
Yeah.
unfortunately, and it's I think I was talking to two. I went to someone like, "Can you follow this?" And I was really trying to act cool, like, yeah, follow this in it, because they were beautiful in it. I'm not gonna lie. and then they just started giggling. I was just like, I just know they clicked the first picture they clicked, because it's the most liked one on Instagram as well.
Yeah.
It's the most liked one, unfortunately.
And it should be.
And I just know which one they clicked. Director on set. And I was just like, the only reason why I was there is because it needed to be a placeholder for to make the poster look nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really regret it, but it is what it is.
I like the
Yeah,
poster.
I
a lot.
love the
You love the
poster.
poster.
Me and Alfie's reaction was like,
Yeah.
they made that.
Oh wow, thanks. I was shocked as well, to be fair, because I was doing the logo, because the day before I quickly made one like super quickly, and there was like barely any clouds. It was just like pink and blue and like a little bit of white. And someone said, "Oh, that looks nice, but if you make it even better, the definition better and the resolution, all that mumbo jumbo, it would look really cool." And everyone was just loving it. I was just like, oh, "Okay, cool, sick." Bang, done that. I come to look at the computer where your faces are on.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? That was us. That's us.
Yep.
That is mad. So yeah, premiere is on the 3rd of February at 2:00 in the Miskin Theatre. There will be music, there will be lights, there will be cameras, there will be action, there will be fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun event. I'm going to act like a superstar.
As you should.
I'm going to come on looking like, hands out like I'm
Director.
flipping from the Titanic, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, I really hope everyone enjoyed listening to this, and hopefully you can watch it as well on YouTube at Dear Katie Film. There will be more stuff on the Instagram to check out. Like I said, it's been a pleasure. Thank you, Seville, and thank you, Alfie, for taking your time out of your day where you're not even on campus.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming. Trust me. Yeah, it's been lovely speaking to you guys. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Peace.
Thank you.
See, thank you.